Welcome back, it's me, Lou. Alright, so for this video, we're just going to do a quick toy haul. So recently, I was visiting one of my favorite places, Wax Packs, Records and Toys. It's located in Roselle, Illinois, so if you live in the Chicagoland area, definitely check this out. The store owner, Aaron, has been a very close friend of mine for many years. He has awesome stuff. I love going there. I could like lose an entire day just hanging out there. Alright, so I was there recently, and a lot of things caught my eye. I'm kind of going through this like Masters of the Universe like kick right now, so I just really want to ride that. One of the things I found, I'm trying to build up a small Masters of the Universe Classics collection. Aaron had this loose. I believe this is the character Icer. So this is a Masters of the Universe Classics. He's missing his accessories, but I don't really mind all that much. As long as I have the figure, that's the important thing. It's cool. I love the classics figures. I'm kind of stoked that I wasn't collecting the classics when they first came out, so for me to dabble in it now is very exciting. This word of caution: classics are very expensive. I got this guy for a super reasonable price since he was loose. He's not a mainline character, but I don't really care. They make the mainline characters in Revelation and in Origins. So for me to get some of the oddball characters, I don't mind, especially if the price is cheap. Much like the DC Classics and the older Masters of the Universe Classics, this guy's articulation's a little bit outdated. His head rotates, his arms rotate, they go out, bicep cut, single jointed elbow, wrist articulation. If this guy swivels at the waist, it's kind of tight. I don't want to force it. And sometimes when you buy these like used secondhand toys, you never know if a figure's been broken before, and if the guy just kind of like if you don't know if the previous owner just kind of like fixed it. Because there's been cases where I've bought loose figures and thought they were perfectly fine, but then the minute I handled them, I kind of realized that they were repaired. So this guy's waist doesn't really want to turn, so I'm not going to force it. Legs kick up, single jointed knee, boot cut, so boot swivel, articulated legs. I love the fur texture around his hood and his boots. It looks awesome, really cool. Excited to have this guy. Alright, so one thing the shop got in that really caught my eye was King Randor. I never had a King Randor figure as a kid. I always wanted one. And I saw he's missing all of his accessories. He's missing his crown, which sucks because without the crown, it leaves this horrible notch at the top of his head. He's missing his body armor. I believe it came with maybe a cape and his weapons. But while I was at the shop, I was talking to Aaron, and one thing Aaron mentioned to me that I remembered also is that Jitsu's armor, it's not a match for King Randor's, but it's like kind of close enough. So Aaron had a couple of these pieces on hand. These are the old vintage Jitsu armors. The front piece, one of the tabs is broken, so I can live with that. So I bought this, cleaned it up, and for me, King Randor is gonna have body armor again. Granted, it's not exact, but it's a good placeholder at least. And hopefully this will plug in. It's kind of a tight fit. I don't want to force it either if it's not going to go on. The last thing I want to do is break a toy on camera. So, yeah, it's a tight fit. I don't know why this thing doesn't want to go on. Plug in, please. It might, I don't know, this might be a different, if this figure is made, because I know there's some differences between some of like the figures that were made in Mexico versus the figures made in Asia. So if this doesn't want to plug in, I'm not going to try to force it. But I would like to have armor on this guy. So I was kind of hoping I could at least use this, but it doesn't want to plug in all the way. And I don't want to force it right now. If anything, I might just take sticky tack on the inside and just hold it in place with like that. But one thing I found at the shop is that, so King Randor has a cape. I believe this is a Toy Biz X-Men cape for the character Onslaught, I think. And it kind of fits on him a little. like that. So he has a cape again. And so I'm kind of excited about having King Randor with a cape. And then if I could fit this underneath, maybe I'll complete the look. You know, I don't necessarily need the back armor, but if I could at least get the front armor on. Yeah, so I could live with that. But then that leaves a problem of weapons. Luckily for me, there was some extra weapons on hand in the store. So I decided I'm going to get him a shield. And I'm going to get him a mace. So he has a mace. Alright, so here's my King Randor, but he's missing a crown. So I was looking through the parts bin in the store where Aaron keeps like some extra accessories and stuff. Like, you know, like the orphaned bits that, you know, don't have a home. And then I found this. This is a baggie. It has some of the old Toy Biz Lord of the Rings parts. I believe this came with Bilbo, I think. Was it Bilbo? No, I take it back. No, I think these accessories came with Frodo because it has the mithril coat. And then it also came with the ring. So then when I was at the shop, I'm looking at this ring. I'm like, okay, this is kind of gold. And the diameter looks about right. And I'm like, King Randor needs a crown. Or if anything, at least something to cover up that horrible notch in his head. What if I could use this as a crown and fit it over? So I did. And lo and behold, it kind of works. So he has a crown again. He has a cape. He has body armor. It's not perfect, but until I can find the proper replacement pieces, this is going to be my stand-in for King Randor. And it looks nice. I'm kind of stoked to have a Randor in my Masters collection. So yeah, it's my bootleg King Randor. Yeah, this is going to be the thumbnail for the video right here. Very stoked on that. While I was also in the shop, I have an old Grizzler that my best friend JC gave me. My Grizzler is missing the vest. Luckily for me, the shop had extra Grizzler vest, so I'm going to put this on my Grizzler. My Grizzler is missing his crossbow, and this is not accurate. I believe this was Modulok's crossbow, but I do prefer the gray over the green, so my Grizzler is going to have a new weapon. So yeah, I'm kind of stoked. You know, got a couple of cool new toys to add to my collection. You know, I like buying old toys. You know, even if they're broken or missing pieces. For me, there's a fun novelty in trying to like make something your own and just like trying to either fix it up or, you know, customize it. And I don't know, I just love stuff like that. All right, so wrapping this video up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber viewer, thank you so much for your continued likes, comments, and support. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I will talk to you later.